with me to the Kumasi Zoological Garden. Christmas always takes me back to my childhood. It sends memories deep in my heart. As a child, we either went to my grandfather's village for the festive season or he brought the Christmas to us in Kumasi. And one thing he loved to do was take us to the zoo. I enjoyed the visit. Today, I came back to relive those cherished memories. For all my adult life, this is my first visit. So with excitement and longing to relive childhood memories, which was full of simpler times, I entered the zoo. I felt a wave of nostalgia as I saw families and children enjoying the zoo. And for a moment, I saw my little self with my nana as I called my grandfather, enjoying the sight of the zoo, carefree and unaware of the deeper reality of life.
Daddy camel, mommy camel and baby camel.
Even though I was smiling, I wasn't feeling good at all. I had felt that stepping into the zoo would feel like stepping back in time. However, my heart felt heavy. I moved on to the next animal, hoping this heaviness would go away. I learned this lion and this lioness are parents to all these lions. But wow, lions are huge. I've been seeing them on TV and on my phone, but I had never imagined they were this big. Even these ones that look starved and underweight are still taller and bigger than me. Anytime I see a lion, I remember the film The Lion King, and when I do, I frown at the thought of hyenas. These animals that attack mercilessly while laughing. I've never liked them because of their role in The Lion King. It isn't fair, I know, but this is an example of how movies and music have impacts on our perception of life and everything in it. Here are baby chimp, mama chimp, and daddy chimp, chimpanzees. In Chi we call them acacia. I remember when I was a child, one of these chimpanzees threw dung at someone who was taunting it. I felt sad for the person and disliked these creatures because of that. But as I stood there, watching one woman make Daddy Chimp exhibit all his gymnastic skills, with the hope that he would be given a drink when she had no intention of doing so, made me understand how the person who was served with dung was not the one to sympathize with. I decided to reward him myself. I didn't even know whether drinks are good for them, but I saw some bottles in there already and decided it was okay for them. I made him do one move and rewarded him with a drink. So far, this is the only creature I have heard has a name here. Say goodbye to Samson. If you've ever heard this Akan proverb, Kontromfisi Misuman Nemeni, this is Kontromfi, the olive baboon. I don't know what this tonguing means, but I had to leave because I didn't understand. I really wanted to touch this ostrich, but I was scared it might give me a peck that even my future husband's kisses might not be able to erase. A peck of my life.
So this is an ostrich, okay? It doesn't have a name and there is no guide around to let me know how old this ostrich has been here. I may find out later. If I do, I'll share with you guys. So we are moving on to the next animal here.
This zebra has been paired with a donkey because I learned they are social animals and would be depressed if they are alone, so they are paired with a donkey for company. This is the cage of the crowned eagle. The eagle is one of my favorite creatures, so seeing it in here, its power snatched and forced to survive on this rotten meat is pathetic. In fact, the whole zoo reeks of rotten meat. It's as if that's the only thing all the carnivores here are fed with. Just rotten meat, nothing else. I heard these tortoises have been here for almost or over 100 years. If that is the case, then it means it was one of these that I saw as a kid. I've always had this memory of a huge tortoise, and now looking at them, I'm wondering if what I saw was bigger because I was a child, or that particular one is normal. Also, many people say anytime they visit the zoo, they find them doing the thing that husband and wives do in the bedroom. So why is my own visit different? No show. Asante Kotoko, Ukuma Pema Pembeba, the porcupine warriors. These warriors, however, have been tamed and I really wish I could see them display with their pines. but they are just there quietly existing in their cages, minding their business. African dwarf crocodiles, the slender snouted crocodile, and more crocodiles with their companions, the soft-backed turtles. These crocodiles and turtle species are new to me. I don't know much about them, and there is no tour guide around to explain how they are able to coexist peacefully. Just look at them. This is the cage of the creatures that deceived Eve to eat the forbidden fruit, the genesis of the woes of all creatures. Snakes, snakes, and more snakes. This is me on my way to the home of another snake, and I decided to take a picture to release some stress. Oh, there was no snake, only the tag. I wanted this parrot to mimic me, but I guess he or she wasn't in the mood for any of that at all. So I just had to move on. These are different species of monkeys.
Where is their tag?
Okay, so these ones here have tags, and we have the Brazos monkey. This seems like a friendly one, and we have the Patas monkey too. These ones have no tag, and even though they are the same species, they have been kept in different cages, and I don't know why. We passed by Mr. Parrot's cage again. This time he said hi. If you've ever heard Ochin Bininquine, a famous delicacy among some people in Ghana, this is Ochin, the Maxwell's duca. Yes, the animal famous for his feces. Some people use it for soup. I've heard people who say it's sweet. I've never tried it, and I have no intention of ever trying it, but it's popular in Ghana. Anytime I see peacocks, I wonder why God chose to make the males beautiful and the females plain. I mean, is beauty not a feminine word? Or is it that the males are small in number and that is the only way female peacocks would compete over one cock? There are different species of birds here, the kites, and so many of them. But the one that caught my attention was the silky or the Chinese silk chicken. It looks like our local hen, but it has beard. Just look at it. It looks just like the hen we have in Ghana. They also have the grass cutter, the cane rat, the wild goose, catfish, deer, and some roaming donkeys. For the elephant and the cobra, as you can see, they only have their statues. And this was me again releasing stress. Apart from the wild pig, aka Kasongo, all the animals on this are present, either alive or as a statue. My tour is over and I left the zoo with a potpourri of emotions. It reminded me of how being a child is such a wonderful period where we are oblivious of the harsh realities of life. Every animal has a story of how they were taken from their homes and caged for human entertainment. Humans will always seek dominion in entertainment, and that would never end or change. I just hope that maybe one day, majority of humans will develop a taste for the proper wild and prefer safaris to the zoo, so that this confinement of these wild beasts who do not belong here would no longer exist. That way, you get to see the animals in their world without taking their power from them, and it's a win-win for both men and the wild creatures. Till then, I can only wish that these animals will be treated better and fed well. To whoever initiated safaris, I'm forever grateful.